Die means what? You know what does die
Then
mean?
bye-bye. Rest in R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
means what?
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
What?
You ever heard of the saying like your life flashed before your eyes?
Like she was doing well, then suddenly overnight, like she was really on her deathbed. Yeah, then she was like crying, saying like, oh, she's scared to die, she don't want to die.
Actually, I got a friend, like she's my very close friend. She, like one day she suddenly told us like she got cancer.
Okay, I don't believe in afterlife or anything, so I just believe in just black.
What I really regret from all of that is not being able to talk to her again.
The 7 seconds of your life, right, when you flash through, right, it's actually all, like all the bad stuff.
I'm Grace Wong. I'm 67 years young.
My name is Tiamo. I'm 74 years old.
我是西多福强，今年76岁。
My name is Abdul Rahim bin Ishaq. I'm 23 this year.
My name is AC and I am 22 years old.
So my name is Jolene. I'm a year 2 student at SIT.
Hi, I'm Gab. I'm 28 this year.
I'm Douglas. I'm 28 this year and I've been a Thai Buddhist ever since I was young.
Hello, my name is Jia. I'm 23 years old this year. Currently, I'm serving national service as a firefighter at Central Fire Station.
I'm 25 this year. I served in the police during my national service days.
I'm 22 this year and I'm a cancer patient in 5 years of remission.
I'm Clifton, I'm 20 and I'm a funeral director.
Death is the beginning.
It's a checkpoint.
It's a transition, not an end.
Death is death.
Death like that.
Death is peace to me.
Inevitable.
总会发生的嘛。
Closure.
Scary.
Heartbroken.
A friend. The end of all suffering.
I served in the police during my national service days. So I was answering to this call around, it was in Bedok area. And so basically there was this lady that wanted to jump. So we were answering the call. It was like, just as we reached, she was really on the tiptoes of on the ledge. And like, just as I got out to like the pavement area, she landed in front of me.
Living is so hard, you know, like, how? I don't want to have to do this again. That's why.
I think for me, death has always been something that I'm not unfamiliar with because I guess growing up, there was a lot of things that happened at home that actually often made me question whether like if I did something crazy, right? Like if I, for example, committed suicide or like die, like will my father wake up? So like a lot of backstory happening at home and just felt like, you know, sometimes maybe death is the answer.
I felt that life is so fragile because of that. I always thought that us humans, we are actually quite durable people. We can stand a lot of sickness, we can recover from a lot of injuries. But just as much as we could recover, there are just some things and there are upper limits to this recovery, and we could easily just not recover and be gone forever, you know.
人老了就是生老病死一定的，没有什么每个都一样的嘛。我母亲死于cancer，我2个姐姐死于cancer，我现在我妹妹就5个了嘛。
Lost one of my brother, given only 6 months to live. It's such a short, limited time. It's torturing. Another family member lost my dear mother to her good golden age. Was unavoidable.
In 2020, when COVID struck, my maternal grandmother passed away, and this was the person who raised me, the first person in the family who I came up to. And when she passed, I was gone. I died, essentially.
My grandpa's death would be the one that really hit a lot because I feel that I'm like a mini Akong's granddaughter, you know. He had a very close brush with death and I remember, wow, fuck, if I lose him, how? You know? Then it's like, as somebody who's trying to build my career and everything, right? knowing that I don't have that much time with him, right? Wow, that fucking sucks, honestly.
Don't be sad. Just tell them, don't be sad. Everyone have to go. You think, then become stress. Or what? Just relax.
Death itself to me is like, you know, like whatever, it comes, like, it's not something that's within your control. When it comes, it will come.
I'm not scared of dying. I'm not scared of that. Because I think when you get scared of something, you have more aversion to it. So I actually accept it wholeheartedly.
I feel like death is not how long you've lived, but what you've done during your life, like the things you did.
I believe that every action we do in this life have consequences that we have to pay for when we pass on. Because I believe in reincarnation, I believe in hell, and I believe in the different stages that you have to go through in the afterlife before you reincarnate. So maybe in this life, we did certain stuff or we commit certain sins that we eventually have to pay for once we pass on before we reincarnate into another being or whatever form that we are in the afterlife.
Personally, I believe that when I die physically, my soul don't die. So I will still have a sensing of like what's going on and get to basically enjoy being with God, being with Jesus, and the people that I get to know in this life that also knows Jesus for the rest of my life, like the rest of eternity and however long that eternity means.
Or most people in religious realms, they believe that the body is just a vessel, right? And then the spirit would have moved on into the other side. I guess that's the first train of thought. The second one, if let's say we were not to go with the religious path, we would just return back to the earth. Okay? Like we come with nothing, we go off with nothing.
Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. So we say that whenever someone passes on, what it means is to Allah we belong and to Him we will return. So that is a very comforting verse or statement, I would say, because my life is revolved around Him, my Creator. So it gives me a sense of comfort that this is not the end of my life.
Love is how we stay alive. Even after we are gone, the spirit is living.
So instead of fearing death, I changed that into understanding, why this is a normal occurrence in our life. And we should learn to understand it instead of constantly fearing it and not talking about it.
There's this story in Buddhism where I think this lady, her child had passed on. So she asked the Buddha, can you please help to revive my child? So what the Buddha said was, if you want to revive your child, I will need you to go and get mustard seeds. However, mustard seeds from a household that had never faced death before. So she went on to everyone's house, asked them for mustard seeds, and then also have your house has did anyone face death before? Everyone also had faced death. So eventually she returned back to the Buddha and said, I couldn't do it. Then she had the realization that it's a part and parcel of life.
What comes with death is grief, and I think it's something that I have walked with through a lot of different stages of my life.
Even in the past week that I've been to different funerals, like why don't people make room for each other before they die? Yeah, I think that's something that I feel like is a lesson that death has definitely taught me, that I don't want to wait till the moment that somebody is at their last breath or the state of death already, then I regret and do whatever else that I could have done while they were still alive and breathing.
A lot of funerals are in a way just for show. Right? Like when the person is still alive, no one comes to visit them. They're just there alone. Only when they pass on, then their kids will come back to visit them. Their 10 over years friends come back to visit them. But in between, when they're sick, no one comes to see them. So then people like to buy flowers and all, but they don't buy flowers for them when they're alive. They only buy for it when they're dead, which I find is pointless.
On one side, I felt very sad because I just felt like if I was in his shoe, I'm not living with my siblings, I have no kids, I have no family, my parents are not with me. Even the last moment that I'm gonna be on earth, right? I'm gonna be alive, right? I will just die and nobody's gonna know. By the time that people know about me, I probably look like shit already.
She didn't die on impact, but you could see that slowly as her breathing got very violent, the breathing stopped very immediate. And you could see like the life actually like flew out of her body, and like you could see like the body just became like an empty shell after that. Her jumping was not inevitable. Her passing on at some point, it was. It's just that she decided to bring it upon herself instead. She wanted to put the control back into her own hands when she wanted to pass.
But I think the sufferings of the world is so heavy and so difficult for people to carry and go through. So it's like actually quite impossible to say that all of us are like, okay, maybe to a certain extent some of us can survive with like sheer willpower, right? But actually more often than not, I don't think it's possible. So I really hope that people can I really hope that people can experience this hope, that is everlasting, because if I didn't have this hope, I really think I would have been in a very bad place. Yeah.
So the first time I went, I remember like we left the station at about 9 to 10 a.m. Then we got this call, rescue body retrieval. Usually like people who die at home and need to retrieve the body, they tend to be alone lah. So there's like no key, nothing to break in the door. So they asked us to go. Then when we reached, first we smelled it, then we look at the room, like from the window, right? Then you could see like the body is like facing down. It was like halfway the bed. So like let's say this is a bed, right? Then it's just like lying halfway. Then it's like black color.
Most of the time, there are a lot of words that are left unsaid within families, right? Be it they are on bad terms or good terms, there are a lot of words that they do not say to each other because of how little opportunities they get to meet each other. So whenever things like funeral happen, these families or these relatives come together and they're able to say what they want to say, which allow the family to be more united.
I remember from the last time I saw my grandfather, he's very dull. I think it's because of a disease. But then like, when he was being put in a coffin, I mean, I was quite happy that at least my family side did their best to like make him look good for the last moment.
I would love to have all my loved ones and my friends around me. I want to dress up pretty so that they can see me go pretty. I don't want them to see me go ugly.
I don't want to look so bad during my last moment. Like, at least look decent.
Don't remember me, actually. Like, please don't remember me. Like, I wish to be forgotten, actually. No, I feel like I'm just an insignificant speck of dust in this ginormous universe that we live in. That I'm not in a place like people who actually do good for the world to be remembered by.
No need, you don't waste your time. If I die, put my ass into the sea and that's it. In your hand.
I want to be remembered as the most joyful, positive person that anybody has ever known, you know. Yeah, I do not want to be known for like, oh, that girl got cancer and she passed away or something. I do not want that. I want to be known as somebody who smiles a lot.
Remember as the goofball. Yeah, like the joy I bring to people.
I want my tombstone. I just want to say that, oh, here is that live a life of significance.
I want my funeral to be like quite funny lah. Can be playing like all the songs I used to listen, like from like YP song until like old Chinese song. Suddenly got anime song, all this. Like just be normal. Treat it like a wedding.
I would like to be remembered as someone who is kind to people, nice to people, the one that is always there for others, the one that makes people smile, make people laugh, and a very loving person.
I want to be remembered as someone who has helped or have helped to change someone's life, like to help improve someone's life. Yeah.
I want to be remembered as a person that is always there for others when they need help. Someone that is caring, I'll say, someone that is thoughtful. Because what I learned from funerals is that at the end of the day, it's not really about how much wealth you have, but more of the memories that you have in the people that are around you.
Bye.
你可以重复一点吗？
我累了 ，OK， bye bye。
OK， 拜拜。
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 Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Yeah.
谢谢你哈，谢谢大家。
这就是了，拜拜。